everybody, and welcome to another Heart to Heart with Tessie. Like my grandma would say, hold on to your bonnet, it's going to be a long ride, and I hope you stay tuned to hear what I've got to say. Hi everyone, and welcome to my Heart to Hearts. Those of you who watch my Heart to Hearts know the intimate details about my life. And it's one day of the week I can just share with you my heart, pour out all of the things that are bothering me and all of the things that I'm going through for the week. Got something to share with you. This week has been an extraordinary week for me. It's been a week of many changes in my life. It's been a week of me learning and growing. And I have something I want to talk to you about. When I started my YouTube channel, I made a vow, and that was to be different from the rest. I wanted to share my channel in a tangible way. I wanted to be different. I didn't want it to be just for trying to make money or trying to publicize my things that I do here in my homestead. But I wanted to share a friendship with all of you. I wanted to create something different. In the course of these 2 years I've established a great family and a great home here. I've established a place where people can come of all walks of faith, all walks of life, and become friends with one another. And I have established all of these things, and it took a lot of time. It took a lot of hurt. It took a lot of pain. What I'm about to share with you is something that I never thought would happen, and I never dreamed this would happen to me. I will admit, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was lonely and I wanted a friend. I wanted friends to talk to. I didn't know much about the internet, and I didn't know much about YouTube. And slowly but surely, all of you guys became my friends. In order to have friends, you have to be a friend. And I was faced with a real challenge 8 weeks ago. 8 weeks ago, there was someone that I did not know, knew nothing about her really, and made a bunch of videos about me. She did these things because she was told something that wasn't true. She was told that I wasn't a good person, which all of you know is just not true. Now, I never publicized that, and a lot of you knew about it because it was obvious. Those who follow me here on my Sunday chats know about me. And the Lord was just telling me, Tessie, you need to reach out to this woman. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to reach out to her. I was afraid, really, because she was extremely forceful and extremely strong personality. And I was fearful that if I would go to her, she would just attack me even more. But God really was placing it on my heart, a burden to reach out to her. As you know, I am not afraid to reach out to anyone that comes to me. But to go to her in such a way, I was fearful. Today, this week, God really told me, just do what I say, trust in me. And I did. I reached out to her. I told her that I forgave her for what she said about me. And all of a sudden, a miracle happened. She just melted and told me how she was so sorry and that she realized that she was wrong, and she asked for forgiveness. I realized that in her life, she had many hurts and pains, and she uses this cold front in order to try to keep herself from feeling the pain. I realized that she was just a child inside and was really hurting inside. I have since then talked many hours with her. I've since then become a friend of her. No, she does things I don't condone of. No, she lives a life that's totally opposite of mine. But there is a special bond there because I listened to the Lord, and I was a fisher of men, and I went out and I shared with her love, unconditional love. Let's think about this in a way. If the world would show love to one another, even if they wronged us, what world would that be? It would be a better place. Though she's hurt many people, she's hurt me. To show love in return is what matters in life. It's not an easy choice, and sometimes we can't do it. Sometimes we can't have miraculous endings to a very hard situation, and I understand that. But I've come here on my Sunday chat to tell you one thing. I don't have any regrets. I don't have any regrets for not lashing out at others. I don't have any regrets for taking it all and not lashing out. I have no regrets in sharing my life and my love of the Lord with everyone. I don't have any regrets. I don't associate myself with any one person. I associate myself with everyone. I have no fear. I have no fear of what others may say about me anymore, because I know that I have the Lord and I have all of you. So seeing me on a chat of somebody's like that, I understand maybe a few wouldn't understand it, but we are to be fishers of men. We are not to condone what people do. We're not to be involved in what people do. We're not to show hate or name calling or things like that. But we are to be there to show a light in a dark world. When I first started my YouTube channel, I held my faith in my own little hands. I kept it in my own little box, and I kept it nice and safe. I didn't reach out to people because I was fearful of losing friends. I was fearful of losing people. But I realized in life that God has a different plan for me. It's not just to share canning and cooking. It's not just to share my life and my happiness. It's not just to share my little safe world that I live in. God has a purpose for me to share my life with everyone. Everyone. Even those who are deeply hurt and feel so lost and alone. I am very passionate about this, and I'm very passionate about what I see God doing. I'm seeing miracles firsthand happen right before my eyes. I'm seeing that God is challenging me ways that I've never, ever thought I could be challenged. I am seeing that this girl that had panic disorder, anxiety, who didn't even want to get out of bed, is reaching some people. And I give God all the credit for it, and all of you for helping me and giving me strength. Never in my wildest dreams would I dream that I would be on the live stream of the woman who showed me probably the most hate of anyone in my whole entire life. Never in my wildest dreams would I know that she would be open and hearing when I tell her that the Lord brought me to her channel and brought me to her life. Never in my wildest dreams did I would see healing coming. Never in my wildest dreams did I know that YouTube would affect me the way it did. You see me as a really stern face today because I'm passionate and I want to get my message across to everyone. That I am here to show love to everyone. I don't just say it because it sounds sweet. I say it even when I put myself on the line. I went and put myself out on a limb, but because I felt like God told me to do that. And guess what? My limb did not break. He was there with me every step of the way. I am seeing every day more people coming into my channel. We're finding friendship that were once lost and lone like me. My channel is not about the money. Though having an income is nice, that is not what it's about. My channel is about sharing friendship and love with one another and forming bonds that will never be broken. Yes, people come in our life, they come and go. And maybe in Sammy's life I won't be there forever. But I know at this time in my life I'm meant to be there. I received last week the most hateful email I ever received from someone. And I was going to do a video on sharing love with even those that do not love us. But 2 days later, I received the most beautiful asking for forgiveness I have ever received. She asked for forgiveness for the things she said about my video about my mother and father, and she asked for forgiveness about that. So I did not do that video that I was going to do. I was going to share about being kind and then not being kind, but she has apologized to me profusely and told me she's so sorry that she said those things to me. My friends, that is what it is about. It's about when somebody hurts one another that they ask for forgiveness. It took me the most courage I've ever had to go onto that live stream and face the lion. I didn't know what would happen to me. I had no clue. But God was with me and He was there and a miracle happened. To think if I would have never went to her live stream and never ever shared my love and my forgiveness towards her. She felt really bad, and she felt bad for a long time, but she didn't want to say anything because she didn't know. On my channel, I do not push my Bible. On my channel, I do not push my faith. I don't do that at all. I'm friends with people of all walks of life, all faiths, all homes, all states, all countries around the world. I have people that worship other gods. I don't believe in those things. I don't condone those things, but I show love, respect, and kindness. And through my love and respect and kindness, they're starting to see a world that they never saw before. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this. I know those of you who watch my Sunday videos are the ones that really care as far as my core values and my core beings and what is in my heart. And I want to share with you that sometimes in life we're asked to do things that are not easy. Sometimes in life we are asked to do things that are the hardest things in the world to do. And sometimes we are asked to do things that others don't understand. And that's okay. That's okay. But as long as you know in your heart that that's what you're supposed to do, then you follow your dream. You follow your heart. You follow what you feel is right. And you will never, ever regret it. But you will regret not doing those things. You will regret not doing the things that you felt you're led to do. I've had probably one of the most beautiful comments given to me this week of a person who said that she watched my video of my mother and father and she grieved the loss of her grandma, but she couldn't cry, she couldn't fully grieve until she saw my video. She said it changed her life and she was able to grieve. And I really want to thank her for that. I want to thank the 530 some comments, all of you just sharing and pouring out your heart. It does my heart such good because that's what it is about. This is what I'm forming. Someday, internet will be gone. Someday, maybe the YouTube will be gone. And the things that I cook and the things that I clean and the things that I do on my Thrifty Thursdays, nobody will remember. But they will remember the love and the friendship they had here. They will remember the stories that you all shared. They will remember the hope that they were given when they felt like they had no hope. They will remember all of those things. Those are tangible things that we can take with us for eternity. The beautiful memories that we have. That, my friends, is what my channel and YouTube is about. We can take YouTube and we can make it into a hateful place where we feel vindicted and we feel that we are able to boost ourselves and others be hurt. Or we can take our YouTube and we can turn it into something that will uplift, will bless others, will help others, encourage them, motivate them, help them to be a better person. The old saying is, you can tell someone they're overweight their whole life and you can ridicule them, but they'll never change. But you show them love and tell them that they are loved no matter what. That is when they change. By criticizing, condemning, hurting someone only causes pain and only gives that person a reason to hurt you back. If we would share love and we would share friendship with one another, even when we're hurt, the world would be a better place. If I would have went out and made a hate video, what story would I have to tell? I would have no reputation. I would have no respect. I would have no healing to do, because they would say, Sammy would say, look at me, look what you've done. I don't care about you. But because I never lashed out, I've never ever lashed out in hate towards anyone, ever. I shared my feelings, I shared my heart, but I've never lashed out to anyone, ever. And now I have a story to tell, and I was able to go to her and show her unconditional love. And through that, she's seeking healing. It won't happen overnight, but I've done my part. I've said my piece, and I've made peace with those I can make peace with. I know I will get thumbs down on this. I know there's some people that have such deep hatred in their heart and such a wall that they will not let it tear down. And I understand that. That is the world we live in. We don't live in a world where everyone is peaceful and everyone seeks happiness and everyone wants peace. I understand that. There are some people that are so broken and so hurt, they can't see beyond their own shadows. They can't see the world. They look at life like this with glasses, but the world is like this. And if we can turn our sadness into joy, and I will be always continuing to be fishers of men. If a video comes out against me again, I will continue to pray for that person and not lash out, and that will give me someone else to share my life with and to pray for. The world and the circle keeps going around, my friends. It doesn't stop today, and it surely won't stop tomorrow. I want to thank you so much for this very strong and passionate message of mine. I want to thank you for listening, and I want to thank all of you, the hundreds of people who get Tessie, who understand my heart, who understand my passions. Some people said, well, Tessie, you're naive. You think the world is going to change. I'm not naive. I'm just optimistic. And if there's one life that can change, my friends, that is one life that's worth saving. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.